How's it going? We're here with special guest Carrie Garrison from Vitality, who's also well known in the communications industry for his video reviews, blogs, and books. Carrie, how you doing?
Good, good. Glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you up in Boston. Hope the traffic wasn't too bad.
It was horrible.
For you.
It was horrible, but I made it.
Yeah, good.
Had to come up and see the new product.
Yeah, well, glad to have you here. Glad to be talking about our Dect phones. We just launched a couple weeks ago. Your first time seeing them, what do you think?
I'm actually really impressed. I love the form factor on here. It's nice and small. It's very, very light.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Very clean interface. Looks just like a cell phone, if you guys haven't seen this. Very easy to use because it's got that familiar feel to it. The screen is nice. I kind of dig that funky blue,
It's
neonish background color.
Yeah, it stands out for sure.
I'm excited about it because a lot of people need some mobility.
Mm-hmm.
You got managers who manage by walking around.
Yeah.
And they need something that they can walk around with that is going to last all day.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever used a Wi-Fi phone, they're just horrible on battery. You don't have the range, you have battery issues, often there's audio quality issues because Wi-Fi just does not work well with audio. So Dect just takes that to a whole nother level because it's a mobile platform designed for voice.
Yeah.
So we're in the Grandstream office. This is like 3 levels, isn't it? Or 2 levels? I mean, it's a very tall, very narrow space. And Wi-Fi, if you had a repeater up here or access point up here, it probably wouldn't work downstairs. Where I'm sure this works perfectly.
Absolutely.
And
We've done that.
Wi-Fi, you maybe have a range of a couple hundred feet on a good day, but Dect, you're going to get 3-4 times that
Absolutely,
range.
yeah.
And what I like, when I'm at home, I can actually take a Dect phone and take my dogs for a walk. I mean, fortunately, they're Chihuahuas, so they only go like 2 houses, so it's not a big deal. But I could go quite a range with it, where a Wi-Fi phone, I could never get even past my driveway. With Dect technology, I can go 2, 3, 4 houses down the street because my base is upstairs. So I get a lot of range out of Dect, and that's what I really like. Plus the standby time, you get days of standby versus hours.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi phone, you keep it in a base until you're walking away, and the battery life just goes to
truly mobile, which is great because that's what we told our readers about last week is the mobility, just the sheer mobility of these phones, how it allows you to basically take your desk all around the office or take your phone all around your house or warehouse, retail store.
Absolutely. And I think this is going to cover 2 different ranges. You have the business users, like we've talked about, the managers who need to walk around and still have their phone, but I think resellers are going to really like this as an end user product as well. I mean, very home user friendly, the simple interface. So if you're putting in where maybe you were putting in ATAs with analog phones before, just so that you had a decent wireless, you could just drop this in.
Absolutely.
Because it supports different SIP trunks and multiple providers and all that, you could just easily provision these out to consumers and have them have a really good experience with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if they need to expand it, they can go up to, is it 5 phones on a base station.
Yeah.
That makes for a really nice home system.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
All wireless. The little charging station, nice and small. I like that. So yeah, I'm really impressed. I really like the holder for this.
Very cool.
The other ones I've seen have really cheap little clip-ons here. That's nice and solid.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
not falling off.
And as I mentioned to you before, we tested that to make sure because as you were talking about the different uses of it, in the home, the phone, the business, the warehouse, you're generally going to be walking around. You're not always going to be able to have it in your hand. Always going to be able to have it on your belt clip now.
Yeah,
very sturdy.
This is not going to fall apart. You're not going to lose it. Very handy. It just doesn't stand up.
Yeah, and as we found out, it's a pretty durable phone too.
So
we've
if you do
dropped
that
it,
a lot,
we've thrown it around. It's pretty durable.
Yeah, you're in good shape. But I do like how nice and tall it sits up in the base stations, and even this is the main base station. I mean, that's the smallest of any on the market.
Absolutely.
So I think you got a lot of wins here.
Very cool. Thanks, Carrie. Glad to have you here.
My pleasure.